are struggling to find workers, and on the heels of that sharp miss in the April jobs report, my next guest is introducing a bill to cut extended federal unemployment benefits. Georgia Republican Congressman Barry Loudermilk joins us now. Congressman, tell us about your bill.
Well, Charles, it's as simple. It's insanity that the government is paying people to be idle instead of taking the millions of jobs that are available right now. I spent the last 2 weeks really integrating in the community, even working side by side with some folks in the construction industry, and they are desperate to get people not only to work for them, but to work for the suppliers. I mean, look at lumber prices, 200% higher than they were this time last year, and a lot of that is attributed just to the supply chain issue of getting products to people. And for the government to actually pay people more to stay at home than employers can afford to pay them to come to work is insanity. And how does a business compete with a big government like that? We can't.
And here's the thing, though. The federal government, President Biden in a jam. On one hand, he's trying to take credit for the most jobs created in the first 60 days of an administration, even though very few of his policies, certainly his tax policies, haven't kicked in. But on the other, he needs this urgency. He needs to sell the notion of fear, because he's got another $4 trillion in federal spending on the drawing board. So, I mean, they're walking this line, this thin line, and doing so, they keep disrespecting businesses, particularly small businesses, that are saying, you are destroying us. They are not. They are completely ignoring them. I mean, what do you say to your Democratic colleagues about this?
Well, I'm actually hearing this from some Democrats back home who are small business owners that they got to stop this insanity. Look, they want to do this multiple $trillion job stimulus package. We don't need that job stimulus other than just the federal government to get out of the way and get people back to work. And it's not just the business owners. I talked to one guy in the construction industry who is very frustrated because he gets up before dawn, and so he can be at the job site by sunup, works until sundown, and then goes to another project their company has to work in the evening. And when he does get to come home, he sees his neighbor 2 doors down sitting on the front porch drinking coffee, because he knows that he doesn't have to go back to work yet because the federal government will continue to pay him to stay at home. It's frustrating to the worker as well.
Yeah. Wait till they get together over the weekend and play video games so you see how sharp his neighbor's skills have gotten. Hey, before I let you go, you mentioned reopening the economy. 165,000 women had to leave the labor force last month, and I'm sure most of that's tied to the fact that these schools will not be reopened in these blue states. Again, an avoidable mistake. Can we get this? Do you think we're finally going to get past that hurdle?
Well, I sure hope so. If we can let the local school administrators to do what I think what they feel is the right thing is get kids back in the classroom. I mean, this is so important. Look, we can do it safely. We've proven it. Look at Georgia. We opened up back in May a year ago and started rolling things back out. We opened the schools again fully this year. Everything is okay. It's time to get over the fear. It's time to get back to work and let Americans do the hard work that has made this country what it is now. But to get the Democrats to give up a big government program, you have to pry it from their cold, dead fingers as they talk about our Bibles and our guns, right?
Well, yeah. Well, congratulations on your bill. Let's see how far it gets. Certainly, it's needed. Thank you very much, sir. And on that topic, folks, is it